All right, so we rented a unit at Sunset Cove. They are all privately owned, so they're all a little different. You can see we have a really cute, nicely decorated 2-bedroom. It had 2 twins and a king and 2 bathrooms. And we loved having the kitchen too. It saved us money since we were able to buy groceries and have, breakfast and lunch at the unit or take our lunch to go. You can see the big closet and the good sized bathrooms here. And we also had a huge balcony as well. As you can see, there's a really beautiful pool. It's really big. It has a separate kids splash area. And you can see there's plenty of chairs to sit out and have lunch. There's also a barbecue available as well if you want to cook out, and plenty of chairs to lay out as well. Never too many people here either. And as you can see, it has a swim up bar and a regular bar and restaurant on site. So that was perfect. It's so pretty. So walking towards the beach, you can see the beach chairs, the umbrellas set up. So plenty of chairs, plenty of umbrellas. There was never tons of people out here when we were there in April. And those rocks protect the water from getting too much seaweed, and it stays calm so you can just swim out in your float. And you can also swim past those rocks if you want to as well. And you can see up and down each side of the beach, and there is area to walk down. So now that changes because the tide changes and how much sand there will be there does change as the sand gets disrupted. Sometimes there's no path to walk on. All right, this is the walk from Sunset Cove going north. You can walk on the beach. Here are some other properties next door, Seacrest. I'm not sure what this one is called. But this is their beachfront. So it is not something where, you can lay out, but you can't get in the water over here because of all the rocks. But there is really nice water down here, you can see. Walk towards that. Plantation Village. And this is their property right now. As I understand it though, the shoreline does change from time to time, but right now it's very small. A lot of rocks in front of the property here, but some swimmable areas there right next door. And this is Camana Bay, and this is the beachfront here. Decent amount of sand. There are some rocks in the water here though, but still swimmable. So heading back to Sunset Cove, you can see the little cove area there, and you can walk on the beach back. Rocky, so bring shoes. All right, so day 2, we drove to Smith's Cove. I'm so glad we rented a car and we were able to see this beach. It is so beautiful. It was my favorite in terms of natural beauty. And this was a weekend, so there was locals and tourists, and it just added to the vibe. And you oh my God, look at this. Definitely check it out if you can. And there was parking across the street as well. We kept hearing about Peppers, so this was the first restaurant we tried. It had a great island beach vibe. It was packed. Be prepared for the sticker shock though. As with everything on the island, it's pricey. Check out the menu. All right, so now on board this cool retro bus that brought us to the pier where we had one of our favorite excursions, the Bioluminescent Bay tour with a stop at Starfish Point. Starfish Point was so cool to look how clear that is. I would have liked to go during the day, but the staff on board and the photographer were great. We really enjoyed our space.
That is cool.
Guys, can I get your picture with that sexy suit of yours?
Yeah.
And it was a night tour, and we were lucky enough to see this sunset. Bioluminescent Bay, it is hard to see in the video. I'll add some pictures, but it was awesome. Definitely a highlight. When people move, you can see the blue color. And we went during a time when they warned us we might not be able to see it as bright because of the moon and cloud coverage, but the company, Captain Marvin's, even offered to let us cancel, but I'm glad we didn't. It was a highlight for sure. All right, next day we woke up early and drove to Hell. Yeah, we knew it would be gimmicky, but it was close to Cemetery Beach, and we thought we would stop by. It was kind of cool. Definitely just a quick stop, see it, get your pictures. Maybe you'll even meet the devil himself. And we met him. He's almost 84 years old. Pretty cool. All right, now on to Cemetery Beach. And you will be parking across the street. It's a plenty of parking. You're going to see that sign and then a small walkway where you're going to walk down towards one of the most beautiful beaches you'll ever see. So you walk past these cemetery and, we're thinking not a bad final resting place either, though. All right, look at that water. So calm, so clear, so beautiful. We were in hell, now we're in heaven. Wow. Wow. I mean, look at that water. It's so clear, it's so calm. Great to chill in on a float. There's a nearby snorkeling spot too that we wanted to try, but it's too far to swim. Yeah, I can't get over how pretty it is. Sorry, not sorry for all the videos, but I mean, look how clear that water is. You can really see the fish swimming just standing there. All right, then head over to Bonnie Mood for lunch since it's near Cemetery Beach. It's a cute place. Look at the decorations, super cute. And you can get some fun but overpriced drinks here and sit on the beach too. Food was just okay, but you're paying for the atmosphere. All right, and then we capped off the day with some gelato from Gelato & Co. in Camana Bay. Camana Bay is a walkable area, has shops, waterfront restaurants, a cute area to check out, easy parking. Look at all these yummy desserts Gelato & Co. has too. All right, and just also wanted to show you the well-stocked Foster's grocery store. It has everything you could think of. Yeah, groceries are expensive, but it will be cheaper to get some breakfast, lunch items here than going out to eat. And you can see they also have this really great prepared food area as well as made-to-order Asian, sushi, Mexican, pizza, more. Quickly, I probably have to redo this audio because it's loud. But I'm walking from our condo, just taking a walk, and I wanted to show you that there's a Kirk. I've been walking for 13 minutes or so, and you can get to a grocery store from here, and it's a big grocery store. I'll show it to you in a second when we come up on it. Right now I'm walking by cemetery that's on the beach, but not Cemetery Beach. And then right here, you're going to see Kirk. Yeah, so you need a few groceries and we can carry them back home. It's not a far walk.